Hey, I'm Jenny.
And I'm Callum.
And we're Burst Radio.
Today we're going to be talking to Butterjunk, the new Bristol band. Alright, thank you for joining us. This is Burst Radio, and we are here with the wonderful Butterjunk.
How are you doing, guys?
Hello.
Sorry, your name is...
Ben.
And I'm Callum.
So, thank you very much for coming along, guys. We just want to, jump right in, really. We want to ask first, how did you guys first meet, and how did the band come about, really?
So I found Ben on Facebook when I needed a housemate.
That sounds a bit suspicious.
It does, yeah.
You found me?
No, we had a space in our house. Ben came and filled it, and then both played guitar and mucked about, and then probably started the band about a few months later, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think we went to a gig, didn't we? And we were like, we could play better.
Yeah.
Because I've been in bands before and Callum, and we just we just need a few extra members, and then we'll be on the way.
We found a couple of people pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was playing. I think it was probably March time, wasn't it?
2018.
2018,
yeah. In our second year of university. So
yeah.
From then on, straight on.
Yeah.
Something that I was kind of thinking is, when you guys were forming, where did the name come from? Because Butterjunk is kind of unique.
Yeah, that's me on that.
Yeah.
I had a dream about it, right? Woke up, I was like, Butterjunk's a cool band name. And then we were spitting out ideas and stuff like that, so I was like, Butterjunk. And we were like, it's alright, yeah. And then we were watching the Futurama episode, and it's like the Butterjunk effect. So we were like, yeah.
But that's the only other thing that comes up when you Google it. There's so many people or bands that you can't find them because there's everything on the internet. So we're pretty happy that we found something that was a bit unique enough that people could find the music if they wanted to. So that was the main criteria, to be honest.
Yeah. So you guys are originally from Newcastle. So we were wondering, how come you transitioned now you're in Bristol? Is there a reason for the change of location? And has that changed your music or the scene impacted you in any way?
So you moved down here for work, didn't you?
Yeah, I moved down 2020, middle of COVID.
And I still had a year at university left. And I got a job at the same company as Cal works in. So and that was in London. But I rang them up. I was like, is there any chance you can move me down to Bristol? We really want to go to Bristol to carry on the band. I like to get in that music scene, and that took a bit of
convincing.
Yeah, kissing up.
Yeah,
and then they were like, you can go to Bristol.
Yeah, and then another guy that I went to school with, he comes and works for the same company, so he's playing drums for us now. And there's a guy I lived with before who's now playing bass for us as well. So we've got two new guys in the band. But it's been good rehearsing and coming up with new song ideas and that.
Yeah, the stars are aligned a bit.
Yeah, it's been nice.
Facebook.
Yeah,
Bristol.
Yeah, it's happening. Yeah.
Don't know where we're going next.
Kind of being, I guess, if you moved here during COVID, I don't know how much you'd be able to say, but what did you think coming here? I know this isn't why you came, but do you have any thoughts about the scene here? Have you got into that a lot?
Yeah, we've been to a few gigs since we've been down. Obviously, when we both moved down, there wasn't too much happening, but been to a few different ones. It was really good. Went to see a band last Saturday, didn't we, down at the Lanes? That was good.
Yeah, I believe so. Fallen Alley, wasn't
it? Yeah,
cool.
That was decent. Yeah, a couple of bands from, I think they weren't from Bristol, were they? But they were coming down to tour. We've been to a few other little things. So it's going to be really excited. I think we'll be kicking it off next year. Pretty hard with getting
you can
all
definitely see there's
venues.
a lot of kind of stuff going
on.
There's
loads of venues about. Yeah, by the time in Newcastle, we'd spent a few years there and been to most of the ones that we could play. Quite a few, so we're looking forward to trying to hit the ball rolling next year.
We just want to plan it there, don't we?
Oh, no, Feckley, we're going Feckley, yeah. Message a couple of people about that, so that'll happen next year sometime, yeah.
In that case then, Thecla's your standout venue. What about maybe standout Bristol band or anyone? Who was the band that you did see in the end, do you remember?
Who have we seen since we've been down here? There's many bands that have been on tour down in Bristol. I haven't seen too many Bristol bands down here yet. The band were called the Honey Guide that we saw on Saturday. And Seal. They're from Brighton. They're really good. But I've been to a few of the different venues now. Looking forward to playing down at the Fleece as well, because that's right near where we're at, isn't it? But in terms of Bristol bands, I'm trying to think. We've probably seen a couple, but nothing's coming to mind.
Obviously, the punk band that I've seen 3 times. They are
Idols.
famous. Idols.
Yeah.
Now they are quality. I've seen them a few times. I saw them at Truck Fest 2 years ago. I'm taking my dad to see them in Cardiff, so not too far away.
And I guess kind of going back to your process and how you started out and stuff, you guys got a really cool dream poppy sound. What kind of influences went into that, and was that immediate, or was that the result of a process, I guess?
I guess some of it was sort of straight away. The songs that Ben was sort of coming up with riffs and stuff, and then we'd all get in and jam out together.
Yeah, I think the first time I walked in our house, I'd never met Carl before. The first thing I was playing was Sticky Fingers.
Yeah, great band from Australia, unbelievable.
So in that case then, so you bounce ideas off each other, you know, is there a dedicated writing process, or is it really quite freeform? And is there maybe certain people who are more involved in it and less involved in it, or anything?
Ben's definitely the sort of key songwriter, coming up with the sort of...
I normally just
play it, just
get it, write the lyrics. Well, I don't even write the lyrics, come up with a bit of a melody for lyrics, go into practice, play it all together, see how it sounds. Add the lyrics at the end.
Yeah, no, I like the sort of keyboards and synths on top afterwards. So we've been trying recently to change the process and sort of doing that a bit earlier.
Yeah, but get the synths in early. Like taking power away. Of going about stuff and then getting those bass lines.
Need to get better at keyboards, but yeah, we're getting there.
Don't know when you've broken your hands 3 times in one day.
How does someone play guitar with one hand?
Yeah.
Luckily, I think it was your right hand.
And I was strapped a pick to the fingers that did work. And then
you weren't 100%, but it was enough.
There was no wrist movement there.
It was enough.
Yeah, it's enough to get through.
Sort of bearing that in mind, because you released an EP this year, Normalised, how did that kind of writing process come together then? Was that done in COVID or?
No.
We actually recorded that about before 2 weeks before lockdown.
COVID, it was February 2020 we recorded that.
Yeah.
And we just got it sort of mixed over the COVID period.
Yeah, and then we weren't even together for the writing period of that. Where
we were sending stuff across to each other.
Yeah, so we were sending it like online and stuff because we were all studying. I was in exams in January, wasn't I?
Yeah, we were doing exams and stuff. But yeah, we were sort of just sending stuff together. And then we didn't really play those songs live before we recorded it, which was very different for us when we were going to the studio. We played the song live about 10 times. But that sort of gave us more freedom to sort of change stuff in the studio instead of like us in our heads thinking this is exactly how this song goes, we'll do it like this. So that was quite free, and we did that in Sheffield.
Have you ever had complications when like translating your music to a live stage or vice versa?
Not yet. We're looking at, I think as with the songs that come in, the newer songs, they probably have more layers, more sort of different instruments and stuff, which might be harder, but I don't know, we've always tried, I think like we said before, play the songs live first, that's always made it easy in the studio, but maybe over a period of time might get some extra layers.
I think what we miss out on spreading that sound, we probably gain in maybe that energy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, we play pretty hard when we play live, but I think that's a testament to go and see Green Day and Blink-182 as like 11-year-old kids wanting to play rock and roll music.
Normally the venues are quite small little ones with boxy rooms anyway, so it's like as long as we're loud enough, it's always comes across well.
Speaking of gigs then, it's okay if there's not, but is there a standout like worst gig that you've played or been to?
Yeah, you did that.
Well, the Sunderland one. The Sunderland one, yes. We went to Sunderland to play one. We were invited very nicely by people who'd seen us play in Newcastle. I think it might have been the Sunderland radio sort of related with the guy that run that. Do you want to come to this gig in Sunderland? We're like, yeah, sure, that'll be fun, because we mainly only played in Newcastle. And we got there and there was just no crowd, but there was lots of people with like cameras that you'd like put over your shoulder, like you'd see it like a football match. I don't know it was some sort of promo event for the radio, but there was like no crowd, so we're sort of playing to like no one.
10 cameramen and 2 people.
Yeah, and two fans, and this, it was quite funny. And then I think we played 3rd out of 4 bands. And the 4th band was like all arguing with each other because they were playing the songs wrong to no one. Let's carry on, it'll be fine. But then that was quite funny because that was like our first time sort of leaving Newcastle to go play a gig, and it was quite comical. But it wasn't one where we were it wasn't great for the right reasons, I guess.
A bumpy one, but that's fine, you know.
Yeah.
So what about the opposite then, if you could spin it on your head? You know, do you have like a standout place that you love to play at, or maybe just like a certain way that your shows can go? You know, what is it you look for in your perfect sort of like show?
I'd say some of the perfect shows was at a venue in
got a little bit. It's probably no bigger than this room, really. Maybe about 1.5 the size.
Yeah,
but like when we used to
absolutely
pack people in there, and sometimes used to let you do like bring your own booze. So when you've got a packed room like this big with like 50, 60 people in, and everything's just going up in the air.
If it's bring your own booze, all your friends want to come to those ones. They miss the next one, but they come to that one. So.
Like the drum kits are collapsing. Well, in the crowd. Like
they sell those bottles of Buckfast in
Yeah,
the
everyone's
front row
like,
just drinking
that's
Buckfast.
Yeah.
Kind of going back a bit, the art for your new EP Normalised is really cool and unique. Where did the inspiration come from, and sort of who did that?
We were just
making
drawings.
Yeah, it was drawing board in a lockdown. I think I drew one sort of similar, like not on like Photoshop, just on like with like felt tips. But I think like the guy and the alien were like holding hands or something, and then it was like, nah, put him on his shoulders. I was like, oh sweet. So we then come up with it together.
Yeah, then we sent it off to some guy, and I think it was like that was like lockdown when we were getting that together. So like everything was like Fiverr, and that was like the uprise of Fiverr. I think,
Yeah, that website.
Yeah. So this guy was like, oh, can you transform this into an actual like tangible thing?
Yeah,
like, that doesn't just look like a mess of
exactly. Something that looks
aliens.
slightly professional and way better than we thought.
And he put them in sliders. The aliens got sliders on.
Are the sliders now like a key part of the image then, do you think?
I'd say so. I guess it's going to be a consistent theme throughout the whole of the next four projects.
I like to always ask when it comes to the art, like, how important is it to you that there's a connection between it, or would you rather that like the art is like its own sort of individual element? Because I feel like there's a thing, some bands have a strong connection between it, and other bands you can often be like completely different. I just wanted like what you thought about.
We're pretty into our sort of creative outputs of the band. And we like drawing stuff, and we wouldn't just want to pick something random with no thought at all. We want to at least have some sort of reason and connection with the art. But
yeah, I think we like a lot. You like a lot of like R&B albums, like like hip hop stuff.
We've got some of them.
We've got crazy like artwork, but then we love like bands that are lo-fi, and they put a picture of a brown piece of carpet as a single. So
it's one of the hardest things to do, to be fair. When you listen, you've got your master and you're like, what does this look like? It is tricky, but I think they've probably got better as the singles have come out and the EPs come out in terms of us actually picking the artworks. So when the next stuff comes out, whenever that'll be, that'll be
January. We've already got a little bit of artwork for that, haven't we?
Yeah,
very artsy now.
Yeah.
We're in Bristol, come on.
We'll come back to that like new music in a second, but sort of talking about inspirations and stuff, this is something I always kind of want to know, just because I'm a bit nosy. What kind of bands, are there any standout artists that made you guys want to be artists?
Artists for me? Probably.
We'll do it separately.
I think just like Guns N' Roses, like I used to watch Slash when I was like 5, 6. Dad, can I get a guitar? And get a guitar. And eventually he wore it down, and then next thing you know I'm playing in bands and stuff. But Foals have been massive on.
Foals are one of the instant mutual interest. We both like when we met. We were like, we were at this gig together. We were at this gig together in the crowd. They didn't obviously know each other at the time. And stuff like that. Yeah, they're ones that like I know set aside very different from every other band.
Yeah, I think when you're 14, 15, you're very receptive to like going
Reading Festival.
You're just like sweaty.
I think going to Reading Festival made me.
Dancing.
I think going to Reading. I've been to some gigs before. That's that. I was like, wow, this is just pretty much.
What year did you go Reading Festival?
2013, 14, and 15. I think, whenever Green Day were there.
My mum let me go when I was in year 9, which was massive.
That is crazy. That is crazy. You went year before me.
2012. Yeah.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
Foo Fighters and Kasabian. So it was
That
an unbelievable year for a 13-year-old boy.
And then it was Green Day and Eminem on it.
The year after. Yeah.
Did you camp when you went in your
I camped and she let me go. So good mum.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's class, mate. Yeah.
Can't digress what I did. I told her that I did nothing. No drinking.
Let's hope she doesn't watch this. Well, it's always interesting, I think, like finding out about like the first places, where your inspirations come from. Obviously, you just mentioned earlier that you have some plans lined up. So, are you able to divulge a little bit more, some more details about it?
Yeah, I guess so. We've been in the studio last month.
Yeah,
last month. Yeah, got some stuff recorded that'll hopefully coming out early next year.
I think early February. Face Again, new single.
Yeah, Face Again. Yeah,
that'll be good. That'll be coming out very soon.
Yeah, we're gonna get that finished and mixed. This week.
Yeah, and then hopefully a little launch party in Bristol. Would be quite a good idea
that's,
to do.
that's the plan. Yeah, can't get that sorted. But yeah, I think that'd be the way to kick off being down here.
Brilliant. Well, first we'll probably attend your little launch party. So
Brilliant.
make sure you let us know when it happens. Yeah. Wow. We get treated here.
BRP.
Well, thank you so much for your time, guys. We really appreciate you coming along. You guys, so yeah, brand new music coming soon, and also your EP early this year, Normalised. It's all on Spotify, so
You got anything else?
go check it out.
That's it for now, the EP, and then we'll be posting the new music as soon as it's ready to come out. Yeah, probably February. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Not
yeah.
TikTok.
No, not TikTok, not yet. On Cave Jet. Check out the social medias for all the latest updates and stuff like that. Yeah, we're posting stuff. Yeah, thank you guys for having us.
That's all right.
Thanks
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.